Ooh,
Finally.
we're back.
What? Better late than never, am I right?
Oh yeah, better late than never.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to episode 4 of our Studio Sesh series. Today, Jake Rodriguez has returned back with us, and we are ready to kick into it.
Oh yeah,
Jake, how you been?
I've been great, man. I've been traveling a lot. Came back from Baltimore two days ago, and just jumped right back into it when I just got home. Just playing music, working out, all that stuff.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So, yeah, I hear you finally got back into doing open mics. How's that going?
Oh yeah. Last night was my first night playing at the Black Dog Arts Cafe over in Snoqualmie, Washington. And wow, it's been 2 years since I stepped foot in that building, and it just feels surreal. But it also feels like home to me. That's where I started playing music and getting my music out to the community in Snoqualmie, and it's just the beginning. It's gonna be every Wednesdays for me, Wednesday nights. So can't wait to go back into it next week.
Yup. Awesome. So we are definitely going to be talking. There we go. We're definitely going to be talking some more about that in a little bit. But first, let's hear some music. So what do we got first?
Let's just jump right into a warm-up song. This one's Hopeful Nomads is what I usually start out with. And it's,
Yup.
it's a song that always evolves. And it's a song that I've had for right around 2 years now. And yeah, let's just get into it.
All right. Looking forward. Go at it.
Don't wanna go home no more. Its sweetness gone away. I can make any place my home and change myself right in the bone, right in the bone. Oh, keep it simple, less is more. Hopeful nomads, soldier on, carry your wisdom under the skin of your palm. Someday the world will open her arms, in her arms, in her arms. Under the stars we once were from, someday we'll be up in the heavens. Mark my words, engraved in stone. We early birds, we bust out the horns. We bust out the horns. Oh, keep it simple, less is more. Hopeful nomads, soldier on, carry your wisdom under the skin of your palm. Someday the world will open her arms, in her arms, in her arms. good song to get the blood flowing.
Yeah.
One of those. Yeah.
So I gotta ask, this is a very common song. Every time we have our little sessions and such, it seems to be a um, top pick for you. I have to,
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably gonna ask you this a couple more times, but is there such a connection you have with this song? Like, out of all the songs that you do, why is this the number one song that you like to do? It's not bad or anything, but
Yeah, yeah. The reason why I play this song is just it just keeps on. It's like it keeps coming back to me. It's in the name of the song. Like I feel like I've been living a kind of like sort of nomadic life. I haven't moved around, like literally moved around, but I have this. I like I live and with my current job and um, I've been outside the country like a couple of times. When I was a kid, I was taken to the Philippines a ton. But just this last year, I've visited Europe, Poland, Czech Republic, and Germany back in August, exactly a year actually. And then last October, I visited Kenya and Tanzania, and
oh
that was
yeah,
and that was like a solo trip. I've never been that far away from everybody else at home
yeah.
here in Seattle, and so it's like it's definitely shaped my character and who I am today, and it's I wouldn't trade it for anything. If I could do it again, I would.
Mm.
Exactly the same. It was it was hard, but it was when I learned how to adapt, it was really like like life changing. You know.
Absolutely. Wow, I love that. That's powerful right there, man.
Hmm. So with this song, "Hopeful Nomad," it's like just the idea of traveling and learning like a different culture or different languages and stuff. Just it gives me that hopeful feeling of like you can always do better in life. And if I was born and raised in Seattle, and just being in this bubble, being at home for my all of my 24 years of living, it's like it's it's a mind opener. It's like there's more out there to see, and it's I won't live long enough to see it all, if that makes sense. So it's a song that gives me the energy to be hopeful about it. Like I'll do as much as I can before I die, that kind of thing. So, someday the world will open her arms. That lyric kind of resonates with me, and it always comes back in
Hmm.
a circle. And also, it helps me warm up my strumming and stuff, and helps me warm up my vocals,
Yeah.
all that jazz. So,
Man, this is exactly why I love doing this, man. Just these conversations right here.
yeah, keep them
that's
coming.
that was
It's
beautiful
it's
right
really.
there.
I just got my horchata, and I got the energy to keep going.
Man, you walked in like quiet when we were setting up earlier, and
Yeah.
then you went to go get this drink,
Yeah,
and
bro, I was literally, I hit the gym so hard earlier, like 2 hours ago, and like
yeah,
I just
same,
need
same,
energy.
bro.
Yeah. So I need the energy, and I might run out of juice towards the end, but I'll make it through.
Yeah,
Um,
just make the most of it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So tell us, what do we got coming up next?
So this one is one of the new songs we talked about 2 weeks ago, and it's called "Flower." And I kind of fumbled the last verse and the last chorus.
Hey,
If you remember that from the previous two streams ago, and it is what it is. Sometimes you just forget, but I think I've practiced enough to have this song solidified in a way.
hey,
So.
man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited.
Well,
I'm
don't get your
pumped. I
hopes
want to
up.
know what this last verse is.
Don't get your hopes up, but
Do we like switch up the whole entire genre? Bust
I
into like
think
hip hop?
so. Oh no! This is no, this is just like alternative stuff, or I would say indie music. until, you know, I think everybody starts out as like alternative or indie until they get popular enough that other people define them as a certain band group or something, or a certain group. And like, I'll take one for example. Like, I remember when Billie Eilish was pretty small, like she was just starting to get really popular, and her music was like alternative. And
Yeah.
now it's like alternative pop or even just pop. So it's like,
Just like
it really
trendy
depends.
pop.
Yeah, trendy pop, which is, you know, you know, genres change, you know, from time to time, and it just takes the right a certain amount of people to just define a certain type of music, you know.
I like that.
But
Hey, I want to touch some more on that. But I'd love to hear this last chorus. This last
the
verse.
last verse. Okay, let's see here.
Let's jump into it.
Let's do it. I left on Sunday with a cheek-wide smile. A familiar feeling carried me for miles and miles. The next day, through an uncanny path, I found a flower that brought all the feelings back. Oh, damn it, it got me again. I full scented. Now look where I am. Love's got me wishing for more, but I'd rather find another when we go outdoors. Red and purple petals on bold stem. My favorite color, blue, is hidden in the spiral blend. Get closer, you'll find nectar so sweet. All the hummingbirds go crazy for this tree. How lucky I found this flower in time. Could be a mystery, or could be a sign if we're lucky. I think there's more in the store, but rather find another when we go outdoors. When we were talking just a laid back day, you said you wish you found another flower for us to save. I said, what did you have on your mind? You said the one that you found when we kissed the first time. I kept searching all around, deserted, and none on the ground. Then I told you, and what I managed to say, this flower's so special that it can't be replaced. This flower's so special that it can't be replaced. You said you did all you could do. I'll never find one the same flower as you. Then you opened your hand and said, so here's a rare flower of deep sea blue, and this one special flower I got just for you. And there it is.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's,
You did not hold back.
well, yeah, if it's all finished and everything. It just needs drums, needs bass, needs harmonies, all
Needs
that
a-
jazz, you know.
Needs a trap.
Yeah, I mean,
We just need my beatboxing.
someone should clip that and start a beatbox. Oh gosh.
So, where did this inspiration for the last verse come from, or how did that come to mind? How did that manifest?
It kind of manifested when I was at a trip to Juneau, Alaska, and I actually I flew with her like a week ago, and we we were just walking around. We were on a hike. 'Cause Juneau. So if you don't already know, but Juneau is like a beautiful city, uh, and there's a gondola you can take halfway up a mountain, and you can hike the rest. And uh, this gal just took me up there because she's been there a couple of times, and um,
Ooh, my
but
God, lover boy.
and it was Alaska's beautiful in the summer, absolutely gorgeous. Like there's no uh, the sun is up like 20 hours in the day, so it's always daylight, almost always daylight.
Wow.
It stays uh, bright out up until midnight, then it starts setting, so you'll still see the sun at 1 in the morning. But that means because Alaska has more sunlight, all the vegetation are bigger. The leaves are bigger. So they're just massive compared to anywhere else, like compared to the Pacific Northwest. And
Wow.
but we were just hiking, and there was just flowers. There's tons of flowers, alpine flowers growing on the mountain, and like purple, blue, yellow, and lots of nature. We saw porcupines, marmots,
I don't even know
small
what that
birds.
is.
Marmots are like, they're like, oh, do you know what a mongoose is?
What you
A
just said?
mongoose. Have you seen a
Oh,
mongoose?
a mongoose. I
Yeah.
thought you said something else.
But they're like massive guinea pigs, if that I could say that. But they don't. Yeah, they're just larger guinea pigs, but they don't squeal like guinea pigs. Sometimes they do, but they're just walking around. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing, but they're just around there. I always think of it as a game. Like they just spawn.
They just spawn like
They-
Minecraft.
Yeah, in Minecraft, they're just NPCs. They just spawn. And they're just around. And if you're in a different biome, you get different animals, all that.
Different biome here. I love that.
Yeah. But
Awesome. Well, I'm glad that we were able to finish off the song Flower.
oh yeah.
I want to touch base again on you coming back to doing your first open mic.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like? How did you get back into it? Yeah, tell me how that was like.
I called in like 2 hours before sign up because it's quite a drive from Seattle, and it's one of the cashiers I've known since I started, Maxine. She answered, and she instantly recognized my voice, and she was like, "Oh my God, Jake, how are you? Have you been? I haven't heard from you in a while." All that jazz, and she signed me up for the 9 o'clock as my set time, and came in, and it was I could say like 80% full. Like all the tables were like all filled, and it's just a vibe. The lights were dim, but there were string lights, and there's artwork on the wall. It's an arts cafe, so it's just very vibey, if that makes sense. Just very chill,
Yeah.
relaxed, also hipstery at the same time. But it's wooden floors, so every step you make, it makes a little creaky sound. When you open the door, it also makes this sound, and so everybody looks back, like who's entering, and like, ooh, I'm just like, don't look at me, look at the person playing guitar right now. And Mike, he's the sound guy, always been the sound guy in Black Dog, and it was nice to see him. And I've seen the owner as well, Christy, great gal. She was excited to see me, and yeah, I just started playing. I played this typical 3 songs I play. I'm a Hopeful Nomads and All My Life, and a cover song, but it was really nice. I was a little shaky at first because I was like, oh, this is the true epitome of a live stream. This is like, this is in real life type of thing, but it's more intimate because you get, from the stage you can see people eye to eye, and like who's watching, and
Yeah.
and it was just really nice. It was just it felt great to be back, you know, and yeah, I can't wait till next week. That's
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
it looks so it's according to what you told me, we'll be seeing you at the Black Dog Cafe every Wednesday for opening night. Is that what I'm understanding?
Oh yeah, every Wednesdays, and they start at
All right.
6 all the way to 10 p.m.
We
And
will post that on our social media for more information. Um, but I want to ask a question for a lot of these new folks who are starting out and they're looking for a venue, a place to get connected. And I actually remember the last time we did a show over at the Black Dog.
uh-huh.
Um, my number one question: why Snoqualmie?
Why Snoqualmie? Well,
We were in Southend Seattle and tripped all the. It was a good trip, a good road trip. But like,
uh-huh.
how did that connection come about?
That connection. So I mean, I think it started like a couple years ago, and my cousin. I think my cousin and I we were both in high school, and she lives in Redmond, and she told me about this open mic, and she was just playing guitar with her friend and singing, and she told me about it, and I was like, okay, I'll go check it out, and that's where it started. That's where I first stepped foot in that building, um, and then during pre-COVID 2018 2019, I started going to open mics like religiously. There was an open mic everywhere, every night, like
Wow.
Connor Burn, which is in somewhat near Wallingford, Seattle. Uh, Wide open mic at the Stone Cafe in Greenwood, I think. And and they were on separate days, so I would go to one on Wednesdays, Snoqualmie, another one on Thursday, and another one on Friday, and occasionally sometimes on Saturday and stuff. And I would just go to just go to open mics every week, every night. And one thing that stood out the most with Snoqualmie was that it was just far away from Seattle to have that disconnect. Because
Mm.
this arts cafe, Black Dog, it's it's so niche, you know. There's like you get that folk music, you get that like sometimes country, sometimes like just like different stuff that's more in tune with like guitar and acoustics and stuff. With Seattle, you kind of get the electronic and sometimes hip hop or even rap, and which is fine. But I feel like my kind of audience was towards Snoqualmie's kind of vibe, and that's where
I
I
see.
connected to it the most. And that way, every Wednesdays I would always play like new music, and that's when I was starting to like write songs all the time, and I would play it out there for the first time ever, because I'm far away from Seattle, like no one knows me, that kind of thing. But I've been to it enough times to be that they know my name, they know me, and everything. So,
Yeah.
um, but that's where I can test out new music, and that's where I can just be myself, in a creative way.
Yeah, I mean, I never really thought of it like that in terms of, finding your audience. Usually whenever people think of finding your audience, it's more of like through your music. So they'll try
Hmm.
out like different genres, different styles of music, but for you, you take that to a literal sense and go out and about and just keep on going until you find the right place. And I like how you also mentioned the part where you try out your new music
Hmm.
out in Snoqualmie because it's outside of Seattle. It's a bit of a disconnect, but there's your audience is still there. It's
Yeah,
like your own trusted like mini family.
yeah, pretty much.
I like
And
that. I like
and
that.
it's the way how I write songs too. Like,
Hmm.
um, half of my songs are written in my house, but uh, the other half are written somewhere else, either on a beach in Hawaii. Like brung, I bring my ukulele on one Hawaii trip, like 2 years ago, and I wrote like one song that I still play today, and um, or even just being in a different place just s- starts the grounds for writing a different kind of song because every place has a different vibe. Like compared to like, I haven't been to Nashville, Tennessee yet, but I know
Yeah.
Nashville is like country music stuff. So I can't wait to bring my guitar there when I travel there and just see what if any songs I come up with, or even Austin, Texas, or another music town.
Well, I mean, you know me, and I'm not a big country guy, so you make sure you keep that
Keep that
out of
away.
my line.
Keep
Yeah,
your
get that country stuff out of here.
yeah.
Nah, we enjoy all types
Except country.
for sure.
But
Except country, of course.
But I can see the influence. There's with country music is like, it's really fun to play. That's one thing. I just don't have the twang of like singing like a country singer, but
Good.
how they come up with how the riffs are made and the style of the riffs are pretty catchy, and
I see.
it's just like it's a vibe and like it depends on where it's played at and stuff and who's listening to it and who knows the song, but I can see how it's very catchy to a lot of people and popular as well. So, like Johnny Cash is like a classic, but it goes like, wait, how's it go? That kind of thing. That kind of like, oh, it's like, you know, it's like super simple, but it's like it captures your attention. There's
Yeah.
complexity and
I-
simplicity. So I mean,
I gotta connect you with another artist friends. He is a hardcore anti-country guy,
oh really?
and so I would love for you two to just try and sing a country song together. How
Oh
about that?
gosh, I could. I mean, there's Country Roads by
Country road.
yeah, that's
Take me home.
That's a classic. I mean, I
See,
don't know if he likes
That's
that
an
one.
exception.
That's an exception.
Everybody likes that.
Yeah, exactly. But it all depends on who you're talking
Yeah.
to. But I'm not
Okay,
gonna
enough of country
I'm not gonna play twang.
music, please. What do we got coming up next?
Oh, what do we got coming up next? Let's go with another song I haven't given enough love.
Yes.
This one's called
Got us.
Thorns. Thorns 3. If it's a Minecraft reference, but no one really knows about that. But
Who knows? Maybe somebody might.
somebody might. But
All right, you do your
Wow.
thing.
let's do it. Let's see here. I gotta find Thorns. There it is. Meet me in the day to see half of your face. What was once my sugar cane now left a bitter taste. I ain't got no time to deal your deals. You think I'm the one who's head over heels. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I quit your morphine maze. Oh, I'm done playing your stupid games. Oh, everybody knows. Oh, you're a thorn on a dying rose. Life's a game. Only winners get to win. You learn to sit. Now you won't get written. show you your future. The ones who left did you a big favor. I ain't got no time to deal your deals. You think I'm the one to let you steal the wheel? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I quit your morphine maze. Oh, I'm done playing your stupid games. Oh, everybody knows. Oh, you're a thorn on a dying rose. Oh, I quit your morphine maze. Oh, I'm done playing your stupid games. Oh, everybody knows. Oh, you're a thorn on a dying rose. Mistakes were made. Oh, to catch your falling knives, you're safe. Oh, you stoop so low. You're a thorn on a dying rose. Oh, you're a thorn on a dying rose. Oh, you're a thorn on a dying rose. There it is.
Thorns.
Thorns. So
So
Oh.
what's your deal with this song?
this song was written when I was like kind of like I don't know, like I guess angry with someone, I guess, you know, if that makes sense.
Ooh.
Not like angry, but like
Ooh, if I
you
turn to
know
a
when you
boxer, what's up?
you know when you wish someone well, but it's like the opposite of that.
Whoa.
But it's not like
Yo,
it's not
that's-
like a certain person. That's the thing. It's like not a certain person. It's just a feeling that I was like, oh, I should explore this area in songwriting where I'm like kind of like it's all an idea. It's all like idealizing this feeling. Not I like I don't
theory.
think about anyone or anything when I sing the song or anything. It's just like it's really fun to play. I really like the
Yeah.
it's like so
that's good.
it's like it has its it has that sass to it, you know, and this guitar plays it so well. And it's, and it just came out in like like 15 minutes. It was just like, oh, this is really cool. And I was trying to figure out a name for it. It was like Thorns 3, like in Minecraft. You know, have you played that game? You've played it, I'm sure, right?
Excuse me, Minecraft?
Yeah.
I basically created that
You
game.
basically created, okay. Well, a
Basically.
Notch is gonna come blasting through this door any second now.
Mojang's gonna come. Bah.
And yeah, and
Just
so-
say what?
but it's like the enchantment thorns, like you know, when you like hit someone or cause damage to something, you
Oh, you're
receive that
talking about
damage
the
back.
spell.
The spell, yeah, the enchantment.
Thorns 3.
Thorns 3, yeah.
I'm like,
there it is.
why 3?
Yeah, because it's like the strongest. It's like the highest enchantment you can get.
Yeah. Oh.
Because why not? I was like, whatever. I'm like Thorns 3.
That's good. That's smart.
Yeah. So I was like, I could have just named it
Yo.
Thorns or Thorn on a Dying Rose, that kind of thing. But I was like, I'll just. I've listened to songs that have the title not relate to the lyrics at all or anything. It's like, what? You know, that kind of thing. But yeah,
Awesome.
it's a fun song to play, and yeah, if do you have questions about it? Any more?
Nah, I'm just trying to scare you.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to find a new song.
Yeah, that song makes sense. Yeah, I really thought you were writing a song about wanting to fight someone. I was expecting like a whole backstory of like, yeah, this kid in high school bullied me, and I wanted to like throw hands. I was like expecting you to like throw like a little Cassie's hands, boy.
Oh yeah. We. The great thing about song writing, well, like how I songwrite is like I can make it as general as possible, and attach to those things. Like I was like sort of bullied in middle school, so I could probably put this song to that guy, but it's like I don't even think about that like at all. So I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't see like the type of guy to hold a grudge.
No. It depends though. If I'm done dirty,
She's done dirty.
like if it's
Wonderful.
that bad, it'd be. I would hold a grudge. But
What's next? What do we got on the list?
let's see here.
Man,
All right.
tonight was a night, man.
That's right. Was the night or is the night?
Tonight was the night,
Was
man.
the
I was pretty
night.
certain. I was pretty certain we weren't gonna make it.
Oh, you really? Oh, well, we figured
Yeah,
it
man.
out. We got the wires into the right spots, cables and everything.
You are the most complicated artist.
Really? Well, once we
Figure
once
that
we have it going, it's like, where's the problem? Like, is there a problem right now? It's like, it's fine.
There's always a problem. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Well, I'll knock on.
Don't knock
dry
on
wood.
no. Do not knock on my wall.
Well, the ghosts will come out.
So what do we got? What's next up in our shot list for tonight?
Let's see here. Let's do something. Oh, we were talking about country, all right?
Oh, please.
This one is a country-inspired song. Not really. It's like
Okay.
I mean, it's my take. I don't think it's country. I think it's. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I think it's blues. I think it's more blues than country. Blues. Country is blues. But I'll say it's
Well-
blues. I'll say it's blues. It's not
Okay, I'm
country.
gonna let you have it.
I'll take that back.
All right. Let's go ahead, listen to it, and then we'll debate.
Okay. Yeah, you let me know. This one's called Your Sad Eyes. Also may or may not be written about someone, but I think this is the only exception where this is about somebody.
Oh.
Not anyone recent, but a long time ago. And so,
Oh.
but I hope that person is doing a million times better now and everything and figuring out life. And
He's lying. He wishes you were suffering.
no, this isn't Thorns. I'm not playing Thorns, but yeah, this is called Your Sad Eyes, and enjoy. Let's see here. Oh wait, how's it go? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've packed my bags, ready to go. Where I'm going, I don't know. And your sad eyes got my hands tied. Maybe I've been hard on you. I know we've helped each other get through. Your sad eyes make it hard to get over you. You're the one who called in the lift, said I ain't ever having this again. Can we be friends? But we've always been friends. understand how it slips right through my hands. Your salty tears are drowning me. What could have led you to your misery? Your sad eyes, it's hard to quantify, but I really do have to go. I wonder if there's more room to grow, but your sad eyes are always on my mind. Your sad eyes make it hard to get over you. Your sad eyes make it hard to get over you. Your sad eyes make it hard to get over you. Yeah, so it's blues. It's blues.
There's
Yes,
a
you
fine line. You're kind of
Fine line.
reaching to country.
Yeah, but this is like the only exception that I've ever. I think I haven't written anything else that says close.
So, at the start of the song, you mentioned this was actually one of the songs that is about someone.
Oh yeah.
Spill the tea, my guy.
Spill the tea. I mean, it's just like, I was talking, just there's just like, when you want to like someone, but you can't just like them enough to like think long term, and it starts crumbling like a cookie.
No, I don't know what that's like. I've lived a lonely life.
Oh no. But okay, let's think like you've definitely lost friends before, right? I'm sure everyone's lost a friend, and not like through death, but like like a relationship wise, losing a friend due to like an argument or something.
Beef.
Or beef, yeah, exactly. And so it's the same thing. It's like sometimes you just argue about certain things, maybe like a time and like on a date or like, and it's just pissed off, like, hey, why you're not on time. That's not within the confines of what I call a good boyfriend or something. Like, that hasn't happened to me, but it's like that. And then the argument starts, and then, grenades are thrown on the other side of a line, and it explodes, all that. So, but, it's just one of those things that we're better off separated and not like talking anymore, that kind of thing, because it's just better off, But I've learned a lot of good things from it, and like we've had good memories, all that kind of stuff, and now it's all in the past, and I can move forward. I can, including writing the song and producing it, and more good will come out of it than the bad. That has happened in the past, that kind of thing. So
I like that.
It's just that this song came out of it, and it's just like, oh, that's cool. And it's like, I guess it's kind of like country, or like a country vibe, but it's like kind of fits the
Yeah.
memo. Like I'm thinking of like a music video that would go along with this, but I don't know. I just need.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I love the story behind that. And I want to take a second real quick to back up from the music and back into Jake's world.
Oh yeah. Let's do it.
So, these past couple of episodes here with you, we've talked a lot about your past, your present. How do you stay in the present? How do
Mhm.
you do what you do while going amongst
Yeah.
living in a society that we live in? One thing we haven't touched on is your future. How do you see yourself? I'm gonna make this really general,
Okay.
so you don't gotta be very specific about it.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see yourself as an artist in 5 years?
5 years. Where do I see myself? To be very optimistic, playing in theaters, small little venues, like Showbox, Soto. That's the dream right there. Doesn't have to be sold out. Just like we just have the venue, and we just have like maybe like friends and family over. Like that's sick. You know, if we could just rent out the whole place and then invite more people. But I think
Right.
having an official venue with like actual like stage artifacts, like especially like for lights, what you're like what you're really into, that's really cool. Like can't wait to see you work with all those lights in the future. And
That's the dream.
I mean it's not far fetched. I mean it's like 30 minutes away from here. We all you gotta do is just rent it. It's just expensive. That's why tickets have to sell, that kind of thing.
Mm.
But I don't think it's that hard to just $30 a pop per person, that kind of thing. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's not that hard. But I think it's all about the process in terms of getting there. It doesn't have to be 5 years. It could be 6 years or 4 years. But um, just like seeing that as a goal makes me optimistic, and makes me want to work harder now to be that person in 5 years'
Mm.
time.
Let me dive in deeper to that question. In 5 years, as an artist, where do you see yourself creatively speaking?
What is it?
Not as your position,
Uh-huh.
but how do you see yourself making music? Do you see yourself finding inspiration in ways that you never thought of before?
I would say in 5 years' time, I can see myself getting better at professionally producing these songs that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a whole different world. Producing is just, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of work. But I could see myself working on getting better. I know that it could probably take longer than that because it always evolves, different styles of production as well, and the people I work with. It can. I think it's. I mean, I think by next year, I think it'll be. I'll be one step closer to finishing up my recordings and doing all that.
Are you taking like classes or such or courses to practice your mixing and such?
Not currently classes or courses, but I mean just a YouTube search on like, oh, how do I mix drums, or how do I get rid of this buzzing noise in Logic Pro?
Yeah.
It's just the little things that will bring me closer to the sound that I'm looking for. And like, or how do I make this effect? How do I reverse this sound and add reverb and all that. So there's a lot of moving parts within a 3-minute song, and that's like the crazy part.
Right.
There's so much. It's like there's an infinite amount of possibilities of like how to structure it in a way that's digestible to the common listener, you know.
Yeah. Love that. And really looking forward to what you got coming up in the next coming years.
Oh yeah.
Do we have anything else in our set list for the night?
Let's see. I think right now I have this. Let's see here. Either I have a song or I have a backing track that I can just solo on for a little bit. How long do we have on the stream?
We are at an hour.
An hour. It's been an hour already.
This about 7 minutes,
Oh,
7
wow.
to the hour.
Okay. Yeah, I can talk about soloing and stuff. How it is.
Yeah, let's go ahead and listen to this next one you got.
Uh-huh.
We'll talk about it for a little bit, and then we might just wrap it up for the night.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be.
Let me just
Let's
go ahead
do
and put
that.
this in real quick. There we go.
Let me know if this is too loud. But yeah, I'm gonna butcher this in some parts, but you know, I'm just okay. For those watching, this is pretty much how I kind of figure out how I practice guitar, how I try to come up with new ideas, all that jazz. Like it's all free form, and here it is. Oh yeah, some distortion. That's it. There you
Nice.
go. Thank you.
Go ahead and put myself back. Yeah, so this is the first time we heard some more of your instruments
Yeah, it's more
in our sessions.
Uh-huh.
So why don't you go ahead and break it down for us? What are we listening to in that track?
So with this, we have here. I'll just play it very quiet. How's that? Is that a good volume?
That's good volume.
Yeah. So I started with I connected my piano to Logic Pro, and I just came out with just this melody. Dun, dun, boom. Well, how does it go?
Yeah, I hear a little bit of thorns in this.
Yeah. So it's a descending order, so it just kind of like goes ascending to descending, and then just repeats. And I just have a very simple drum beat that Logic Pro supplied, and that's that was pretty much it. And I was like, why not just solo over it?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So it's an E flat for the music, if any musicians are listening to it, but it's kind of nice because it just repeats, and I get to just work within the confines of these chords.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it sounds like it's a good background music for sure.
Yeah. So
What would you give this track a name? Thorns 4?
Thorns 4. Let's see here. There is no name. I think on the file says it just says drums test or something. So I think I was just playing around with the drums and how to best match it with the melody.
Right.
And it's still a work in progress. It's just easy backing track, repeats, and simple.
How long did it take for you to put this together? Or, when did you put this together?
Oh, probably like 5 minutes. It took me like 5 minutes. I would just doodle around and on the piano, and then I was like, oh, okay, I'll record that and see what happens. And then I started layering the drums, and then of course I'd be like, oh, this sounds fire. I'm gonna just play over it, and this is me doing it. So I think there's more of that. I just gotta look for the files. Or there's more backing tracks out there, but I just gotta look for the files. But yeah.
If you were to put something on next, besides the guitar, because I think the guitar really takes a good lead in this. What would you put on?
Another like track, another thing to put on here.
Yeah, like what would be a good addition to it?
I would say like horns. Horns would be cool. Now, I just recently watched the 007 movie, and so I just keep hearing I keep hearing horns in the backing, like in the soundtrack. And I'm like, oh, that sounds like super cool, like a spy movie type thing.
Now I hear the spy theme.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, I don't know. It's just like, you just imagine yourself walking into a bar or something, and you're just like acting cool, that kind of thing. Like you're with your crew, and you're like, we're about to order some beers and have some fun, play pool, throw darts, all that stuff on a Friday night.
Oh yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, we're looking forward. I hope we get to hear more of these tracks in our next coming episodes. But I think this is a good place to wrap it up for tonight.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure. It's been really fun. Can't wait to have this again.
Always a pleasure to have you here. Before we wrap it up here, I just want to make a couple of announcements. Folks, if you haven't seen on our Instagram page, which I will throw up right there, you'll be able to find a link to where you, if you're a musical artist out there, can be here on our show. Maybe if you want to work or play alongside with Jake, would love to have you on. Be sure to fill out that form. If you have any questions, send us a DM over on Instagram, and we'll be sure to do everything we can to get you on. We're going to plug Jake's Instagram here. I've been trying to convince him to get more active on social media. So we'll hopefully see more of him on there outside of here. Again, Jake, always a pleasure to have you here.
All right.
Next week, maybe we might have you back. Who knows?
Oh,
we
yeah.
usually find out who we have later on in the week or earlier on in the following week. So be sure to tune in and check it out. Yeah, we got a lot of amazing things coming up at SkyLit. A lot of amazing programs. Hoping to expand more on our studio series. Be more active at our other studio over at Allen T. Sugiyama High School. Really hoping to look forward to their AC because we are
Is it broken?
burning it up.
Is it not
We are
working?
burning it up here.
Oh, in here. Oh, compared to there. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait
Awesome.
to switch over to the school.
I know, me too.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Jake. I think we'll
Alright.
let you go now.
All right. Thanks for having me. Everybody, wherever you are in the world, have a good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
Good night, good morning, good evening. Oh, I love that. I love that.
And
All right, y'all.
we'll see you
This
soon.
is Adam. This is Jake. Tuning up.
Peace.